Can you guys hear the airplanes when they go? Can you hear it? You get used to it after a while. Speaking of planes and the things that are used to fly them through the air, we're going to listen to the band Tunng. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. Their album Turbines, we're listening to the track Follow Follow. Follow me, follow you, follow we, follow thee. This was released in 2013. We're listening to this track because it was recommended, suggested, and sponsored by L-Wise. So L-Wise, thank you so much for the recommendation. And now, L, I know your first name. I'm not going to say it, but I got you. I got you right here. Anyways, like I said, I've never heard of the band. Don't know a thing about them, but I got to say the album cover looks kind of cool. Like, doesn't that look kind of cool? Can I zoom it there? It doesn't make it that much. It doesn't zoom to the actual album cover. Okay, well, there's the album cover. It looks kind of like, it looks like very psychedelic a little bit. It looks like a kaleidoscope. That's what it looks like. All right, anyways, let's go ahead and listen to the track. We'll talk a little bit about it after. Follow, follow. Here we go, here we go.
Through smoke and sleight of hand, he does what he can. He gets on by on his own. Follow him on the street, silent on his feet. Diamonds fall on his door. His feet to the fire.
Wasn't expecting that electronic.
Forgets as he sleeps under the midday sun. He lets his loneliness tire. After you're here,
this is really cool.
With calling all around you, whispering near, you take a full ski with you. After you're here, with calling all around you, whispering near, you take a full ski with you.
This really isn't that folktronica element. This is really unique. And all these different parts are working really well.
Faces he scans through smoke and sleight of hand. You have to see to believe. Take what you can. The camouflage man, like him you look right through. He covers up his eyes, and like the time he buys, you won't find him again.
I like how that actual drum set's back there too.
After you're here, with calling all around you, whispering near, you take a full ski with you. If you miss him, a word is hard to say.
Like with that electronic sample, the way the drum plays in that is really, really cool.
After you're here, with calling all around you, whispering near, you take a full ski with you.
Right? Like, the production too is really, really sonically interesting. What a cool track that was. I didn't know what to expect looking at the album cover, and yet now that we've heard the song, the album cover so perfectly matches this. This is like a very, very unique blend. This is like that folktronica sound, right? We have the folk sounds with the electronica that got really popular. This is kind of like Glass Animals and Fleet Foxes had some sort of baby that didn't sound anything like the two bands and really sounded like their own unique band. This was really, really cool. From the beginning, like, okay, it was starting off acoustic. All right, cool. Sounds really nice. I like that. It sounded like either a banjo or mandolin or something else came in, just picking on top of that. And then the electric boom, 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 right? That started. And I'm like, oh, we've kind of changed mood. We've kind of gone into a more electronic focused direction. And yet, even as it moved into that, and even as it moved back into more of a folk direction, more of the acoustic and actual instrument side, they merged these two things really, really well together in this really interesting track. Their vocals are just kind of smoothly riding and sailing with that boom, boom. The way they dance and dally with that in the delivery was really nice. Da, 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 da. There was like a very playful, gentle, and rhythmic side to the delivery with the vocals. I really enjoyed that. The lead vocals are going to be performed by Mike Lindsay, and you're going to have some others involved in some of the backing vocals, some of the other members there. I do see that, like, with the members, there's a lot of them, and they're all doing, like, okay, let me just pull you guys up, right? Like, they're all doing something that could be like a main melody, for example, or a main driving force, but also something very subtle. So, for example, where did I see it? I just saw it here. There's the banjo. Okay, so like I said, when Ashley Bates is playing the banjo, you heard it picking in that one moment in the beginning. And it's like just this nice little detail with some of the keyboards. You know, there's a lot of keyboards, melodica, and different things like that, that they're all adding this very subtle kind of sound to it. And I think that comes across so well. And as a whole, it comes across and makes it not dense, but filled with, like, it's still light. You know, that I hope that makes sense. The drumming and the percussion I really enjoy. That's going to be Martin Smith on the percussion and the drums. And I mentioned it during the song, but when that main percussive kick is going, I love how the drums played around that. The rolls and the actual type of rhythm and the placement of the drums and how they were played worked so well around that. Because a lot of times when you have, you know, either two or more drummers, or you have an electronic drum going with acoustic drums or something like that, sometimes it sounds too much of the same and they're just kind of playing the same thing, or it's a very boring pattern that's being played. Here, I thought Martin did a great job of actually playing an interesting pattern on the drums while that electronic kick was going. Then the song, it had a brief moment where it kind of got heavy-ish for a moment, like just for a moment where they kind of riffed out. Then they went right back to the boom, boom, boom. Like, this was a really, really cool sound. Really interesting band here. I should have kept you guys on the screen for the lyrics. That was really, really cool. I enjoyed that listen. Through smoke and sleight of hand, he does what he can. He gets on by on his own. Follow him on the street, silent on his feet, diamonds fall on his door. The underground man, hiding where he can, raises his feet to the fire. Forgets as he sleeps under the midday sun, he lets his loneliness tire. After your heels with calling all around you, whispering near, you take a full scream with you. After your heels with calling all around you, whispering near, you take a full scream with you. Follow, follow, he said. So this mysterious figure, this person, is leading us, the listener, from their perspective, to some place. And our scream is going to be following with us. I don't feel like we should follow him. The faces he scams through smoke and sleight of hand, you have to see to believe. Take what you can. The camouflage man, like him, you look right through. He covers up his eyes, and like the time he buys, you won't find him again. If you miss him, a word is hard to see through. Call for your tears, your heart is hard to value. After your heels, with calling all around you, whispering near, you take a full scream with you. I feel like maybe we're like, yes, from our perspective, we're supposed to follow this person. But at the same time, it also feels like maybe we're the only ones that can see this person. He's camouflaged. Like him, you look right through. Seems like a con man of some sort. I don't want to say a magician, but they mentioned sleight of hand. So maybe some sort of illusionist, or maybe not literally, but he appears in an illusory way. Is that the right word? Illusory? I don't know, but that was really, really cool. I like that. English folk music band. They're associated with the folktronica genre. Tunng are often noted for their use of unconventional instruments, including seashells and percussive electronic sandals. That was really cool. I really enjoyed my listen of them. That was good. I enjoyed that. Thank you so much for the recommendation, Elle. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Let me know what you guys thought of the track in the comments down below. Follow me, of course, in a few places down in the description. I appreciate you being here. Come back tomorrow, and I'll see you all then. Bye, guys.